All right. Yeah, I decided to do a quick part two because I forgot to talk about another feature of Midjourney video that I think is another just chef's kiss touch, which gives an indicator that they're off on the right foot. I think everybody, I think you're gonna love Midjourney video just as much as I do, and it's only been a day. So let me jump in and show you. Basically, in that first video, I showed you just like grabbing something from the Explore page. So you hit the Explore page, and what we just did was we went there and we kind of used one of these prompts. But I wanted to show you the nice touch that I think they have is that Midjourney video is automatically activated for all your past videos, right? So if I go to my organized page and I scroll down, let's just scroll down to like whenever, stuff that I've been working on in the past. Let's scroll down quite a bit. Like, let's take this for example, right? This is something that I was working on, probably, some weeks ago or whatever, but certainly before Midjourney had video. So if I take this particular image, which is an image that I did before video came out, I am still able to use video with it, right? So that is huge because basically something that Midjourney has done that none of the other video generators has, I don't know if they've thought about it, but they certainly haven't done. But I have a huge, long history of imagery that I've been creating with Midjourney now for years, like probably 3 years at this point. And so the fact that I can go in here and look right down here on the right, I can animate image for any of those. That's huge. That's huge. Animate image, auto. So let's say I just take this image and I do like an auto for high motion on that. I'm gonna do one for low motion just to see what that looks like. And I'm going to do a manual one for high motion. So when I hit manual for high motion, as you can see, it loads in that image as the start image. And it gives me the prompt that it started with. And then from that prompt, I'm gonna add, I'm sure as I go along, I'm gonna get more detailed about these prompts. But for right now, I'm just gonna keep it exactly as it is and then just add the action. I'm gonna say that she looks around behind her, searching for something. Let's just see how it interprets that. And I will go, I like this image. Make sure I give them some feedback. All right. Ratings not loaded yet. Something. Okay, let's see what it's doing here. Does it like it? Oh yeah, it's submitted. Okay, great. It just didn't like me doing an image, so I don't think they have, this is a V7 rating and I'm trying to do a video. All right, so let's go to create. And then on the create page is where, let me scroll up to the top here. The create page is where I can see the videos that have been generated. Now notice, so this initial set of 4, so it's pulling the camera back to see more of her. And I think that that's doing that because the prompt is talking about this FUI, this futuristic user interface, and it's probably naturally wanting to give more space to see that. And as you can see, I love this scrub tool that allows me to see all 4 moving at once, so I can kind of hone in on which one has got the difference, or what differences are from each other. And I'm gonna say that I like how she does that. I like how this one kind of moves out and follows her and then she moves in, except the move in is kind of weird. But this one definitely has the UI situation. So let's go with this subtle kind of pull back to see the UI because that looks very movie quality. And let's just go ahead and extend that auto. And like I said in the other video, extending audio is such a beautiful function because it saves you not having to prompt. If the image is already kind of lending itself to what it's likely to do, it's fun to let the AI kind of see how it would interpret that image and come up with moves versus, feeling like you need to control every single thing and tell it what to do. But in this case, let's say this is the one that I told it to look around. So she does look around, I think, in most of these. Yep. And there's the FUI. I mean, it's not hugely different from what the AI came up with, except the look around. So this one is definitely like she looks around, right? And then here she's actually reaching for something on this one. The second one, I'll just go with that one. And I'll say, I'll extend this one manually, and I'll put on here that she starts banging the FUI manically. I'll just hit it. Let's just see what it comes up with. I mean, we're just having fun here. This is like true fun creation. Midjourney gets it. I mean, Midjourney, David Holtz and his team over there clearly understand what it is to be creative and what we want as creatives, because it gives us the opportunity to keep it as simple as possible by going with auto. It gives us the possibility to be manual so we can be as granular and controlling as we want to be when we're in our control freak mode. And it keeps the interface the same user interface that we've been used to by doing, images. So it feels the same as all of that felt. While at the same time, my favorite part of all, being able to go back. This was an image I did, some months ago or whatever, earlier this year, before video was even out, and I'm able to just automatically incorporate it into video. Midjourney being an image generation, being the king of image generation right now, has made their video model image first. So that's another kind of, whereas all the other ones that have come out, like when Sora came out, when Google Veo came out, they were all text to video first. They're focusing on getting the text to video. And that's probably because they're related to companies that are LLMs, right? So of course they're invested into the language piece of it. But Midjourney is all about imagery, so they're image first. Why not? That everybody knows that we're all using the other video generators with images that we made in Midjourney. So the fact that Midjourney came out and is image first, it just makes sense. And this is pretty good adherence. I mean, granted, I don't know about the way she's banging on this, and maybe I could probably have specified more in my prompt. But this second one right here is pretty much she's banging on her drums. So that looks pretty cool. And then I want to see if it'll change aspect ratio. That is not something that I've done before. I just want to see if it'll do it on an image that's already been, and it looks like it has the option, but let's see. So I'm going to give this a little cinematic wide thing, and then I think we'll bow out of this video once that happens to see if it works. So it's submitting it. I'm not sure if is it going to change the aspect ratio like I started with an image that was a square and then go to an image that I doubt it. I doubt it. So what I would say is, let's do this. Let's use this text. Let's see how well I can do this. Use that text. Do an aspect ratio of 12:5, which is what I used for my widescreen cinematic. It's equivalent of 2.4:1, and see if I can just get an image of this woman. So this should not be video, this should be images. Yep. All right, so like it's working on the video there. I didn't add any style reference or anything. This is just as a quick test for you guys. And as you can see, it's working on a horizontal image, which is great. Using that same prompt, looks cool. I love when Midjourney images kind of come in. They look so cool as the resolution kind of comes in. It's really exciting. It's like unwrapping a gift at Christmas time. Ah, the present's here, you know? So let's use this one because that one just looks really, really cool. And see how it's got animate right there. So let's just go to animate, and it's already submitting it. It's just animating it. So see, that allows you to just animate auto. Like if you didn't want to go down here and do the whole like figuring out, you know, like clicking it and then choosing which one, you could just from that create page, just go ahead and just say animate, and it'll just do auto animate. And I think a lot of people will probably be using that at first, just to let the model see what it will naturally do with the images. But again, this has been part 2 of First Impressions. I wanted to show you how smooth the video is integrated into the existing interface of Midjourney, which we're all very happy with, and it looks like they've respected that. So thumbs up to Midjourney. First impressions of Midjourney video are extremely good, and I definitely think that other video generation companies should be on alert at this point because the images are quite good, and even if they are only 480, we know that's temporary. I'm pretty sure Midjourney will come out with higher resolution options in the very near future. And as everybody was already using Midjourney for the most part as their image generation tool to drive the other ones like Kling, like VO. You know, for the most part, a lot of people were generating images in Midjourney because it's so good at generating still images and using those images to drive their AI video in the video generators. I can see a situation where this is funny because I left all that banging stuff in the prompt, but it's kind of cool to see how active she's willing to get. But I could see a lot of people going in the direction of Midjourney being their one-stop place to just spend all their credits. We're gonna see how it plays out in the next. All the other pretty people are on notice, and it'll be cool to see how the different AI tool sets kind of respond to this Midjourney release and where this goes from here. But for us as the consumers, these are exciting days. We have a lot of options in this thing, and I think anybody who has been wanting to make films, especially for AI filmmakers, this really is a moment where there's no reason not to get into this game. Everything is there that we need to be able to do this. Sure, AI is going to have some quirks that haven't been worked out and that will be ironed out over time, but as a filmmaker, you should know that filmmaking is always with limitations. So if a few quirks in the AI systems as they currently stand is the only limitation that you're running into, this is kind of a gift. We have a huge gift for us right now where pretty much anything that you can imagine, you'll be able to like make into an actual video. So once again, it's really been fun to check this out with you. Look at that. Here she goes banging on the... Love it. I'm excited. All right, I hope you guys like this video. These are my first impressions of Midjourney. I'm pretty positive on it. It looks very optimistic. And again, thumbs up to Midjourney, and give us a like, a subscribe, comment, share, all of the things if you enjoyed this video. And I would love to hear in the comments what your experiences have been with Midjourney. Cheers.